All right. So it looks like we are back and started. It looks like we are going live. Awesome. I can hear myself echoing, so that means we are good to go. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Our first match of the evening is going to be Group 1 in the Harmony tier division. We've got Halvar from Team Karma, NPC from Team Get Off My Land, A13X from Team Comets, PogChamp from Team Boop, and Immortal366 from Team Fighting Potatoes. And it looks like the match has already started as Immortal gets the first pick. Oh, no, it has not started because the match has not begun yet. We are still waiting for players, apparently. So as soon as the match actually begins, there we go. So remember, it is a 6-minute match or 50 points. If it's 50 points, I will be incredibly impressed. That is going to be cool. PogChamp already in the chat saying, "I'm Torb God." We will see if that is the case now, PogChamp. Are you ready for this, Vila?
Oh, absolutely. Let's get underway. Let's get going. We already got some going at it right now here.
All right, engagement already happening on this side of Castillo. Let's go ahead and see who that is. A13 getting the first pick as Immortal, and PogChamp already getting their picks as well, tied for first place in a 3-way tie right now as they go ahead and re-engage. We see them taking chase right now as we go ahead and see grouping up on this high ground. A13X getting the double kill right there on Immortal, and Havlar, the Overlord, already coming in, but NPC able to take down A13X.
Yeah, NPC already getting the teabags in. Immortal coming back for revenge. Gets the kill on NPC, jumping right down. He's been a little wily so far this game, taking that strategy and just kind of waiting for two people to duke it out and come in for the cleanup. Can't fault him at all. Really wanting to move on to those semis here, Jack.
And the 3-way already in the middle as A13 ends up taking down Immortal. PogChamp follows up on A13 as NPC takes down PogChamp. It is just going to be a feeding frenzy right now in the middle. Overload's coming online as NPC and PogChamp able to get picks there in the center. A13 still holding strong right now in first place with 6 points, 4 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock.
Absolutely, we're coming in. Halvar getting a nice double there. Halvar getting 3 on that one. Could make it 4.
Halvar looking to make their way into that first place, but ends up getting taken down by Immortal there in the end. They're working their way to the side. Immortal getting the double right there as the Overload now coming on the line for A13, trying to chase them down, looking to see if they can get that final pick, but will not be successful. Immortal ends up getting the pick onto PogChamp instead. A13 with the double in a single hammer swing. Whoa, that is incredible. 8 points right now as we hit the 4-minute mark.
I love the little conga line we saw going around the perimeter of the map, and Immortal getting a nice double and getting another right there, leading them along, getting that ability back, that Overload, and immediately just jumping back in.
All right, I'm being told that is actually Alex, not A13. So yes. Alex coming in, looking to get some additional picks right there as PogChamp able to take down NPC, Immortal, and Alex following up on PogChamp and Halvar right there. Immortal ends up taking down Alex there in the end. Overload's coming online once again as they continue to work their way in. Alex currently in the lead with 10 points right now as they continue to make their way up the leaderboard with 3 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock.
You know, Jack, if you look, NPC and Alex are using these summer skin for Torbjorn, so they have an inflatable hammer. It's amazing the damage they're inflicting with an inflatable hammer coming in here.
I mean, I don't know if you have kids there, Vila, but if you've ever been hit by any inflatable object from a kid, I don't know what kind of power they have, but it is incredibly strong. I would not doubt that Torb has somehow, with Brigitte in hand, been able to figure out how to harness that power for themselves. As the battle continues on, Alex currently in the lead with 14 points. NPC in the chat saying, "For the Horde!" as they move their way in, looking to see if they can get that pick. Immortal does end up taking down Alex there, and as NPC gets Halvar and the side, we are continuing to see Alex hold a very strong lead with 2 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock.
Absolutely. PogChamp also creeping up there in the leaderboards. And I like NPC's mental strategy coming into this. Every time he gets a kill, he stops what he's doing. He completely puts blinders on, and he will just teabag and spray away, even allowing himself to get killed by somebody else in the process, which you might say is a waste of an opportunity to jump up the leaderboards and keep getting kills. I call it establishing your presence in the game.
Exactly. If you establish dominance earlier, that's all that matters, right? Immortal and NPC getting picks on one another as they continue to try to climb their way up the leaderboard. Alex able to take down both NPC and PogChamp, coming up to 19 points right now as we hit the minute 40 mark right now. Halvar ends up coming in to take down Alex as we see the pool of Torbjorns right now. PogChamp, Halvar able to get the double there onto NPC and PogChamp as we hit the minute and a half mark.
Yeah, seeing Alex and Immortal, I feel like there's a little bit of a drop off after the two of them going into PogChamp, NPC, and Halvar. It makes me a little concerned for their mental well-being. You know, how much have they drilled this, I wonder, with their teams? You know, just sitting there playing Torbjorn, they just begged and pleaded to work that into their lineup. I wonder how much they have drilled themselves on their technique coming into this, really preparing hard.
I mean, this is one of the most skilled things in the game because it's really, even though it seems so simple, like knowing how far away you are from an enemy to be able to get a Torb hit, to be able to stay away from getting hit by a Torb hammer. There are no heals on this map, so you have to be really conscious of how you're engaging in these fights as we see them constantly pooling up, seeing who can get that pick first. Halvar, Immortal, and Alex all getting picks right there as Alex continuing to hold the lead with only 30 seconds remaining on the clock.
Yeah, but Immortal's really been climbing up there, up to 20 kills now. Alex at 23, Immortal now at 21, excuse me. Really been coming their way up to the top, and Immortal now gets 2 right there. NPC still just going in with that inflatable hammer.
NPC spamming for the Horde voice lines in the chat right now, looking to see if they can get those picks, but gets taken down by Immortal. Halvar and Alex able to get some additional picks as well. Alex continuing to hold the lead. 3 seconds remaining on the clock. Can they get this final pick? As Halvar able to get that final pick in the match, Alex and Immortal will move on to the semifinals for the Harmony division.
Absolutely. Alex may have won the game, but NPC won my heart with that display on the Summer Torbjorn. We're going to be going into our second lobby here momentarily, but absolutely great display of showmanship and hammer marksmanship coming out from Alex and Immortal.
Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and get set up for our next match. We're going to go ahead and swap lobbies here real quickly so we can get set up for our Harmony Tier 2 match, or Group 2 rather, where we are going to see Arculite from Team Jetpack Cactus, Vet from Holy Jalapenos, Nova from Flashbacks, Bard from Modify, and Jake from Paradise. Again, same rules apply. Deathmatch mode, 6 minutes or 50 points. I believe the top score in that last match, correct me if I'm wrong, was 24, I believe. Somewhere 26. Around there.
26, if I recall correctly.
So I will go ahead and correct that on my own score sheet. 26 is the score to beat. I would love to see, especially once we get into the Transcendence tier. I mean, that's high tier Torbjorn skills right there. Like that we have to be. They had to have set that 50 score rule for a reason. So I'm ready to see if that will happen this time around as we move into round 2 for the Harmony tier division. Oh, and it's the first pick coming in from Arculite right there. Is Bard able to follow up onto Vet as well? The pool happening in the middle is Arculite falling to Jake right there, and Jake falling to Nova. The overdrives coming online right now as they move in. It is a pool of Torbjorns in the middle as Nova and Bard trading blows on one another. Jake coming in, taking Bard from behind, as well as Arculite coming right back into the battle super quick. Nova is able to take down Jake and end that reign for now, but Jake is currently in the lead with 3 points.
I think this is what all that's going to be this lobby. They're all just going to keep sprinting back to the center. I don't think we're going to see as many of these perimeter battles as we were seeing in the other lobby. Just cleanup kill after cleanup kill. Oh, they teamed up on it. That isn't fair to Jake. Come on, Paradise already having enough problems so far.
Well,
Don't gang up on that man
as
like that.
Arculite says, hard work pays off as they move their way in, gain the kill onto Bard after activating the overdrive, but ends up getting taken down by Jake in return, currently in the lead with 5 points. Jake looking to get that next kill, but Nova coming in and stealing it as they get taken down by Vet soon after that. They're moving their way back into the middle as the overdrive now activated for Vet ends up taking down Arculite as Nova following up onto Vet. The staggered overdrives keeping everyone in the lead. Not a single double kill to be had just yet as Jake able to take down Nova. Everyone staying very steady. Bard taking down Jake. I'm not even seeing any teabags to be able to solidify dominance right here as Arculite ends up following up on Bard and getting the first double kill of the game as they take down Vet as well before getting canceled out by Nova. 7 points right now for Nova, who has taken the lead.
It's absolute pandemonium right now, Jack. No regard for human life from any of these players. The most intense tranquility action we have seen thus far.
I absolutely agree with you there. Arculite given a smattering of spins right there as they get that final kill. Now engaging back in the center. 3 minutes, 45 seconds on the clock. Arculite taking down Nova as Jake follows up on Arculite. Jake gets taken down by Bard. Bard getting a beautiful double kill, ends up taking down Vet, moving their way back into the center, looking to re-engage with the pool of Torbjorns that is gathering right now around the light post as Arculite leading off, takes down Nova as Jake following up onto Arculite right there. Now Arculite taking the lead right now with 9 points as Vet with a beautiful double kill ends up taking down Jake and Bard. 3 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, Arculite also a very good mental strategy coming in with the voice line spam. He's the only one who's really using them thus far, kind of like NPC in the last match. You're kind of just watching, and you always know when Arculite has re-entered the fray after a nice double kill right there.
A lot of
he's always here. Hard work pays off.
Hard work pays off. Jake able to get that final kill on the Bard. We ended up seeing a separation, but the pool of Torbjorns regaining momentum in the middle. Arculite on Jake, Nova on Arculite, Bard on Vet. Everybody taking each other. Our Bard getting that double kill right there as they take down Nova in return as well, but Jake takes down Bard, ending that streak before they're able to take another life with that beautiful hammer. Nova ends up following up on Vet, but Nova with a triple kill. Vet, Jake, and Arculite all falling to the dominant hammer of Nova right there, but Vet able to take down Bard right there, as well as Nova will end that streak for now. Arculite still holding on to that lead with 13 points with 2 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock.
Arculite coming in for the cleanup right there. There's lots of cleanup kills back to back to back, and this has been way more competitive than our other lobby, where it really seemed like 2, maybe 3 were competing the entire time. Everybody's so close. All 5 people, only a difference of 4 kills in between all of them. Arculite took the lead some time ago and has had a stranglehold on it for about half this match.
All right, well, let's see if they can keep it as Vet able to get a couple of points right there. Jake following up on Vet right there to end that streak as Arculite takes down Jake, and the stagger coming in once again. Arculite in the lead with 15 points as they're fighting off here to the side of Castillo, but Arculite will fall to Bard. Vet cleaning up the kill onto Bard there at the end as the group now moving their way into the jail cell ends up following up. Nova coming out victorious, getting the double kill onto Vet and Jake as they escape into the ether, looking to see if they can jump into the next pool. Arculite follows up onto Bard as Vet takes down Arculite. Vet falling to Jake as Jake gets the double kill onto Vet and Nova right there. They're working their way around the statue with 1 minute, 15 seconds on the clock. Vet and Jake will get kills. Nova following up onto Vet as well as taking down Bard, but now Arculite moving their way back into the fight, looking to see if they can take down Nova. Will end up being successful as they continue to fight their way in. Jake getting the double kill onto Arculite and Vet with only 60 seconds remaining. Somebody has got to look at taking that top spot as Jake able to take down Bard. Nova following up onto Jake, and it looks like they will continue to dance around the statue right now, looking to see if they can break that 26-point cap that we have right now. Arculite able to get Vet, but Bard with the beautiful double kill before getting taken down by Jake, who is currently in the lead with 19 points.
Jake in this one fray has gone from 4th up to 1st place right now, and it is a tie for the lead right now. Arculite has fallen down to 3rd. Nova and Jake tied for 1st with 19. Arculite down in 2nd with 18. It is really competitive with only 20 seconds left. Who is going to move on to the tournament here?
We will see as Jake, Arculite, and Nova all getting picks in the middle. Jake currently in the lead with 21 points as they end up getting the pick there at the end. Nova following up on Arculite. Vet follows up onto Nova. We see the overcharges coming in. 22 points right now, and that is game. Jake and one other will be moving on to the semifinals for Harmony Group 2.
Yeah, it'll be Jake coming from Paradise and Nova from Flashbacks.
All
will be moving
right.
on to have a star-studded tournament for the Harmony tier.
Woo! That is absolutely beautiful right there. Looking at the chat, it looks like we got some hammer jokes coming in. I missed the first one. I got to go back up and see it. So, Handy Fat 00 with hammer joke number 1. What do you call a dog with a hammer?
What's that?
A Labrador. Hammer joke number 2. What do you call a shy person with a hammer?
What would that be, Jack?
Bashful. We have definitely been seeing some incredibly bashful Torbjorns in these recent matches. As we now move on to Discord tier, group number 1, we will be seeing FROSSI from Heckin' Habaneros, Bing Bing from Calibra, Jet from Alt F4, Psycho X Music from Southlaws, and Ooh from Beer Pressure. I am absolutely excited to see if they can break that 26 kill cap that we saw in the first match this evening. Do you think that there will be any changes from Harmony to Discord tier?
Well, normally I'd give some spiel about how, we're moving up to Discord, some higher SR players, some, higher mechanical skill individually from everyone, but who am I kidding? We got 5 Torbjorns all running to the middle of the map, smacking each other with hammers. It's going to be the same story.
All right, let's go ahead and see it happening. We already see the engagement. FROSSI able to get the first pick on the Bing Bing as Ooh ends up following up on FROSSI there in the end. Jet will get taken down by Psycho there on the side, but now it's a pool of Torbjorns, all 5 of them engaging in the middle right now as we see them split off into 2 groups. Ooh and FROSSI able to get picks on Bing Bing and Jet right now. It's FROSSI taking an early lead. Ooh able to follow up on FROSSI though. Possibly tying it up right now is Jet coming in with a hard double kill, takes down Ooh and Bing Bing. The overcharge coming in right now, looking for Psycho to get that pick, but will be unsuccessful as FROSSI takes down Psycho. Bing Bing and Ooh getting picks onto Jet and FROSSI as FROSSI holds a strong but very narrow lead with 5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, really playing this strategically, coming in, going for all these cleanup kills. You can always see people doing it. It's my favorite thing, I think, so far that's emerged, is watching somebody win a fight, and then 3 other people all converge on them trying to get that last kill as they're leading a conga line around the statue. That is by far the best piece of action that we've seen.
I will be excited if we actually see a conga line of Torb sometime this evening. That will be absolutely incredible. As we see Bing Bing looking to work their way back up the leaderboard with a beautiful double kill right there. Jet able to get a pick right before getting taken down by Bing Bing as FROSSI follows up onto Bing Bing there at the end. Ooh, getting the double kill right there onto Psycho and FROSSI right there. But Jet and Bing Bing working their way back into the match. Overdrive up 4-2 as Psycho able to take down Bing Bing. Looking to come in for the cleanups right there is Ooh and Jet able to take down Psycho and FROSSI, and Jet will stand strong against Ooh before getting Bing Bing right there in the end by Bing Bing. With 4 minutes remaining on the clock, FROSSI holding a strong lead right now with 10 points on the board.
Yeah, Jet really climbing up. Jet getting a nice double right there. Now coming into first place, really representing Alt F4, repping strong.
All right, we see them moving their way in. Psycho with a double of their own, but gets taken down by Jet in the end. Hard work coming in for Bing Bing. Ends up taking down Jet as they get the pick just before onto Ooh. Looking to see if they can hold on, but will get taken down by FROSSI as Ooh follows up onto FROSSI, as well as Psycho engaging once again. Jet takes down Ooh, ending that streak as Bing Bing able to follow up onto Jet. Everyone continuing to converge around the light post right there. I feel like we're getting getting ready to be in a Singing in the Rain situation with all Torbjorns right now, as Jet ends up taking down Psycho after Psycho takes down Ooh. They're moving their way to the middle ground around the statues. Bing Bing taking down Jet. It's a 4-man free-for-all right now. Psycho coming up with a psychotic triple kill right there, looking to hold on, but gets taken down by Jet, currently in the lead with 16 points.
Yeah, I know Jet personally. He's an undefeated champion of Torbjorn 1v1s. I don't know if you've ever seen any sports documentaries of, any particular athletes just training and drilling just for hours and hours and hours on end, but that is this man with his Torb hammer skills. The guy, his work ethic to this is just absolutely unbelievable, and it's really paying off here tonight.
I could imagine. And it looks like, as I've been corrected in the chat, able to get that double kill before getting taken down by FROSSI, as Bing Bing and Jet get picks of their own. Jet with the double kill right there, but gets taken down by FROSSI from behind. That backstab coming in with the hammer. FROSSI able to take down Ooh as well. Bing Bing as well. FROSSI looking to work their way back up the leaderboard, trying to hold on, but ends up getting taken down by Jet, currently at 20 points with 2 minutes on the clock.
Jet is currently on track to really break the record set by Alex in round 1. Already at 20 kills. He's on track to at least get 30.
22 right there. 2 minutes on the clock. They definitely can make it happen. Ends up getting taken down by Bing Bing, though, as following up on Bing Bing as well. Psycho takes down and it is a continued fight right now, moving their way around the cacti, looking to see if they can use those pricklers for maybe some additional damage that is totally unrealistic, because we know that they are just placeholders for visuals, as Psycho able to come in, get the double kill onto Jet and right now. Jet continuing to hold a strong lead right now, re-engaging with the overdrive, looking to see if they can get those picks, but FROSSI and Bing Bing will get some picks before Jet able to take down getting up to that 26 points that we saw in Harmony Tier Group 1 and looking to surpass it. Will they be able to make it happen? No, they will get taken down by Psycho. FROSSI taking down Psycho, as well as Ooh takes down FROSSI. Bing following up on Ooh is a continued stream of kills right there. Jet falling to FROSSI. It's like he's stuck at 26 kills with only 45 seconds remaining. I have to know if they will break that top score.
It's going to happen, and it's going to happen right here. Oh, no, maybe not. FROSSI takes the kill, and it's now going in on Jet. They're teaming up on him. And FROSSI.
They're looking to see if they can get that lead. Psycho ends up getting the double kill, triple kill, looking to get that fourth, but Bing Bing coming in to light up Psycho, ends up ending that streak right there. Jet has to get this kill and will be successful, breaks it, 27 kills on the board. Psycho ends up getting the double as FROSSI takes down Jet right before, looking to see if they can hold strong. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. All of the kills come down to this. Who will end up being our top 2 for this first group in the Discord division, as FROSSI getting the triple kill, looking to get an additional, but Psycho will end up taking down FROSSI, and that will be it. Jet, as well as not for certain who the second person is.
FROSSI.
FROSSI. Jet and FROSSI will be walking into these semifinals for the Discord division. Congratulations, as Ooh coming in with that beautiful triple kill right here, lighting up the board until they got taken down by FROSSI right there in the end. And while we're switching lobbies, Handy Fap in the chat bringing us back with another joke. I've been telling some jokes about hammers. One would say I'm nailing it.
I'd certainly say he is.
I would absolutely agree with you there. They're absolutely. See, if I would have planned a little bit more ahead, I probably would have done my own research in hammer jokes. Thank you, Andy Fap, for being on that, because these are absolutely incredible. We are swapping over to our next lobby. Group 2 for the Discord division. We will be seeing Kronos from Team Overtime, Aura from Team Tough Luck, ZETSUBOU from Team Eclipse, Poggers from Team Tailwind, and Dark Link from Team One Tricks. So do you think they can beat the now 27 that we see here for the Discord division?
Well, it's really going to be about second half. What we've seen in the last Harmony group as well as the first Discord group is, somebody really took off. And then, like, the last minute and a half, everything changed. If you think about that Harmony game, Arclight was leading it almost the entire way. In the last 45 seconds, things completely swapped. So, I mean, everything could change in just 1 second here in the incredible, crazy, wacky world of Torb Hammer fights.
I agree, as Darklink ends up getting the first pick on to Poggers right there. Kronos just before ends up taking down Aura as they move their way into the mid ground. Poggers will take down Darklink as Aura follows up onto ZETSUBOU, getting a double kill right there. Kronos moving their way in, takes down Aura from behind, though, as Darklink following up onto Kronos. Now we're seeing the Torb battle between the three as Darklink able to take down ZETSUBOU before getting picked there at the end by Poggers, as we see Darklink currently in the lead with 3 points, but that lead is incredibly narrow.
Absolutely. As we've seen already, Darklink getting 2 right there. He's going to get jumped on right now. They both went overload on him, but we've seen things can change absolutely so quickly. Kronos coming in with a nice double of his own, going in ZETSUBOU right now, but Darklink comes in, takes that kill right from ZETSUBOU, and is likely to finish that one up. He will.
That is absolutely beautiful. Darklink currently in the lead after the 5-minute mark with 7 points as they group up around the cacti. Poggers and ZETSUBOU able to get picks right there. ZETSUBOU getting the double as Kronos tries to come in and take down ZETSUBOU there at the end. We see Aura now coming in, looking to see if they can follow up onto ZETSUBOU, and will end up being successful, but now getting double teamed as Poggers ends up taking down Aura there at the end. Able to get the pick onto Kronos as well, but Darklink able to slap Poggers right upside the face with that hammer. Darklink still currently in the lead with 8 points, 4 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock.
We have a 4-way tie right now for second place. ZETSUBOU climbs into second with 6 kills after getting that one. Kronos also just tied themselves with ZETSUBOU. And I like seeing these little individual battles for them before we inevitably go back into this chaotic maelstrom here in the middle.
Woo-hoo!
This absolute frenetic showdown.
Absolutely. I'm waiting to see the first Torb team kill right here. The first quad coming in from one Torb. Let's see if we can make it happen, folks. Darklink ends up getting a pick onto Aura. Kronos getting the double right there onto Poggers and ZETSUBOU right now as they move their way into the jail cell. Darklink able to pick off Kronos as Aura follows up onto Darklink, but gets quickly picked off by Poggers. ZETSUBOU able to pop the overdrive in enough time, ends up taking down Poggers, but will get taken down by Aura in return. Darklink still holding a strong lead with 13 points. Woo! Darklink with that double will continue to hold that lead with 3 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock.
I think that was a 2-1 right there coming out from Darklink. That was incredible. And we moved into the graffiti area. It's urban warfare. Pump up the jam, or by the radio. They are really going in right now. Kronos getting one of his own. Darklink responding with the cleanup kill. ZETSUBOU coming in with a double of their own as we move back into this jail cell area.
All right, everybody's going to get locked up right now as they move their way in. ZETSUBOU will get the first pick onto Kronos, but will get taken down by Poggers soon after. Poggers getting the double, looking to get the triple, but ends up getting taken down by Darklink in return. Back into the graffiti area as they continue to fight their way around, looking to climb their way up the leaderboard, working their way against the Los Muertos border right there. ZETSUBOU gets the double as Poggers follows up on ZETSUBOU there in the end. They're moving their way back into the middle ground. Everybody around the light post again. Another Singing in the Rain rendition brought to you by Torbjorns of Discord Tier Group 2. Aura and Poggers and ZETSUBOU coming in with the double kill there at the end. Ends up cleaning it up, looking to see if they can take down Darklink as well as the overdrive comes online just in time, but ends up getting picked off by Darklink. ZETSUBOU taking Darklink in the end. Kronos with the double cleans up ZETSUBOU and Aura. Darklink continuing to hold on to that lead with 1 minute, 45 seconds on the clock.
ZETSUBOU is going to be the dark horse here, I think. They just climbed in the first. They started in 4th place for a very good bit. And now they've climbed in the first. It's another time I think we've seen this, Jack, where somebody has come from the depths when they were plumb last, and then they just come in. And now ZETSUBOU.
It's just all about that hidden strategy, but Aura coming in with that double kill, but will get picked off by ZETSUBOU there in the end, currently holding the lead at 19 points. Everybody's gunning for ZETSUBOU right now, and Poggers will end up landing that hammer first to take down ZETSUBOU. Aura following up onto Poggers in return as Kronos takes down Darklink off to the side. Aura following up on Kronos as ZETSUBOU ends up grabbing Aura, getting up to that 20-point mark with a minute left on the clock. They got to get 8 kills to surpass the what was set by Jet in Group 1 right now, that 27 kill mark. Let's see if they can make it happen as Poggers getting the double kill right there, looking to see if they can get an additional one, but will get taken down by Darklink there in the end. With 39 seconds remaining on the clock, it is truly anyone's Torb battle.
Only 4 kills right now separate second place and last place. Anybody could jump up and take this number 2 spot. And even ZETSUBOU, who has been on a huge run, is now only 3 kills ahead of Kronos. This is anybody's game with 20 seconds left. We might see another insane flip here with the last little bit of time here, Jack.
All right, let's see if they can make it happen. ZETSUBOU sitting off to the side, looking to see if they can go in for that pick. Oh, but they're being cheesed down. They got found out. Poggers able to gets taken down by ZETSUBOU. ZETSUBOU actually getting the double right there at the end, but Kronos ends up getting the pick from behind onto ZETSUBOU. Darklink following up onto Kronos, and that will be it. ZETSUBOU and Kronos. And Kronos will take away Group 2.
It will complete your finals for the
Discord
1v1
tier
section of the Discord tier. You know, another situation, you know, Darklink led for a massive part of time here in this match, and ZETSUBOU and Kronos both came in to overtake them.
I completely agree with you there. It was interesting to see the flop back and forth between them, and it was all about that strategy, as you were stating. Like there are some that are choosing that instead of just like spawning and immediately engaging in the Torb battle, just kind of waiting and watching those health bars, looking to see when that final hit is going to be key, and then just running in with the overdrive and getting that final hit before anyone else does, usually ending up with a double or triple kill at the end. So Handyfap giving this another hammer joke before we move into the Transcendence tier. Oh, what's that thing you eat with a hammer?
What is it, Jack?
Guacamole.
Moving on, we are in the Transcendence tier for the final round of the group stage for our Torb Hammer tournament.
All right.
We're going to have Omega Ruby coming out from Havoc, and what if the Havoc dominance is going to continue here into the Torb Hammer? And we already have a lot of voice lines. I am in love already, Jack.
That should be incredibly fun. We also have Ontario, SHGT, ROKIT, Legs, and Designer coming in from the Transcendence here, as you see their names lighting up the kill feed right now. ROKIT taking an early lead right there, but with only 1 point, it is still anyone's game. SGHT able to get that double kill right there in the room, ends up bringing them up to 3 points and giving them the lead right now, as Legs taking the legs under SG right there, as they're able to come back in, get that pick onto Designer. ROKIT able to follow up onto SG and Omega Ruby right there. Ontario and Legs, though, following up on ROKIT and Legs. With 5 minutes on the clock, we see SGHT currently in the lead with 4 points.
Yeah, Omega finally gets their first kill. Ontario sitting with 1 as well. Now, once again, moving inside for some urban warfare. They're finally going to move back out. And right now, it's been the gentleman with the inflatable hammers really putting in some work across all the tiers.
I mean, I'm telling you that a lot of damage coming in those inflatable hammers. I tell you, ROKIT ends up getting the pick onto SG, as SG still holding the lead with 6 points right now. As Ontario, oh no! Our first fall off the side. Ontario is going to take a negative point for that. That's unfortunate. But SG coming in with the double kill onto Legs. Omega Ruby ends up taking down Designer as they move their way back into the middle ground. Legs with the double kill on Ontario and Omega Ruby right now. The Bingos ringing loud and proud right now as Ontario able to get a pick onto SG as well as ROKIT. That beautiful double kill, but ROKIT gets legs right before then. Designer and Ontario falling to Omega Ruby there in the end. SG continuing to hold the lead with 3 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to get anything worthy of being analyzed here, but Ontario back there makes a very smart move, getting the kill, their first of the game, and then just leaping off, Peter Panning it off the side so that way they can't get killed themselves. Very intelligent play by Ontario.
Well, I don't know if that's intelligent when you also take a negative point for jumping off. So
you didn't give it to the other person, though. That's all that matters.
Sure, I'll give you that one. But ROKIT getting that double kill before getting taken down by Omega right there. Designer coming in with a double kill of their own as Ontario takes down Designer as well. Legs now taking the lead with 12 points on the board as they get a double kill on Ontario and ROKIT, but Designer taking down Legs from behind as ROKIT gets the double kill onto Omega Ruby and Designer right there. Ontario coming in with a double kill of their own, though, gets ROKIT and SGHD as they continue to move their way into the side right here. It is almost like two Torbjorn battles are going on because now we have that 6th player. So now it's like individual 3-way 1v1s going on right now. Ontario able to get the pick onto SG as they move their way into the side alley right here. Designer getting the double kill as ROKIT and Omega Ruby end up getting picks of their own. Legs keeping the lead at the 2-minute 30-second mark with 13 points.
Yeah, this time, ZETSUBOU in the last lobby was the one really climbing up, and now it's ROKIT. ROKIT was pretty down here in the beginning, and now we have a 3-way tie for first place between Designer, ROKIT, and Legs. SGHT really falling down the order here.
That is incredible right there. Omega Ruby gets the double kill right there as SG follows up on Omega Ruby. Legs following up on SG as Ontario follows up on Legs. This is the conga line we've been waiting for. Ontario gets taken down by Designer as SG comes in with the double kill onto ROKIT and Designer. Omega Ruby falling as well as SG gets that triple kill before getting the Legs swept out from under them by Legs. Legs still holding the lead with 1 minute, 40 seconds on the clock with 16 points.
It's a 3-way tie for second right now. Designer, SGHD, and ROKIT.
Oh, and SG takes the lead with 17 points right now, getting the double kill on Designer and Omega as ROKIT takes down SG right there. Looking in the chat, we've got Polar and ZETSUBOU saying, spam this Ross to give ROKIT the sauce. And it might be working right there, but no, it looks like SG will take down Omega Ruby right there, holding on to that lead for right now, but Legs will end up taking down SG before ROKIT gets them from behind. ROKIT getting taken down by Ontario as well. Oh, and it looks like SGHC is sight. Thank you for the clarification there, Boots, in the chat, as we see them continue on. Legs getting the double kill onto ROKIT and sight as Designer takes down Legs from behind. Ontario following up onto Designer. Bingo's ringing loud and proud as Legs takes the lead once again with 20 points on the board and 40 seconds on the clock.
Took out for Designer, though. Designer just overtook ROKIT in second place, and now Designer is now leading with 32 seconds left.
And with only 30 seconds remaining, they are the last ones to try and beat that 27-point score that was set by Jet in Discord Tier Group 1. Let's see if they can make it happen. 20 seconds on the clock as ROKIT getting the double kill and taking the lead with 22 points right there. Legs and Omega Ruby coming in, ends up getting a double kill, triple kill. Will this be the first quad? No, Designer taking down Omega Ruby there at the end, but ROKIT will take the lead with 23 points. Legs getting the final pick right there. This will be the top 4 since we only have one group in the Transcendence division. So who are our top 4 there, Vila?
It's going to be Legs, ROKIT, Designer, and Sight. Moving on.
All right. Congratulations to those 4. ROKIT coming in with that beautiful set of kills right there. Just, oh man, and it was absolutely close between the top 3 right there. ROKIT did indeed get the sauce there, Solitary Bird. So we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. Be sure to use the restroom, get a snack, whatever you need to do. Overwatch Tranquility will be back with more amazing Torbjorn 1v1 hammer action in about 5 minutes. 1v1 during our event week here. I am Captain Jack, joined by Vila on the color. Tell me, Vila, what have we been seeing this evening concerning these beautiful Torb battles?
Well, it's really crazy when you start to break it down. I really wish I had more in terms of production, like the John Madden, magic marker on screen to really be able to break things down and really convey a lot of messages. But basically, they've all been going forward, and they have this great strategy of hitting M1, and it's truly remarkable, Jack.
I absolutely agree. So how this is going to go down now is we are going to see the top 4 from each division facing off in 1v1s. It will be first place versus fourth place. Alex versus Nova taking on this first battle, and it will be the first to 3. So let's go ahead and see how they make this happen. Remember, the rule also is intentional stalls will be mocked and ridiculed by the casters, but it looks like they're going straight at it. Nova falling incredibly low to Alex right there, and will get picked off very quickly. Alex getting the first kill here on Castillo. And now we have another Torb battle coming in, looking to see if Nova can go ahead and tie things up, working their way around the statue, looking to see who's going to go at it first, who's going to make it happen. They're just inching their way forward. Ray's going down, looking to see who's going to hit that first hammer, and the first one to overdrive coming in, looking to see if it will be the pick. Nova falling incredibly low with activating that overdrive first. Alex ends up just barely able to get that kill onto Nova. 2-0 right now in this 1v1.
Nova's already getting desperate. He wanted to stay back and activate overload second. It was a good idea, good strategy, but Alex so far has just been way more accurate.
All right, let's go ahead and see if they can get this pick. Nova has to get the next 3 in the bag to be able to take this away and move on to the finals of the Torb 1v1s. Alex moving their way in, looking to see if they can get that first hit, and will be successful. The overdrives get activated by each of them, but Nova taking hit after hit right now. Alex still coming out incredibly unscathed and will take the battle. Alex winning the 1v1 against Nova for the Harmony division.
Incredibly one-sided there. That's going to be the first semi wrapped up with Alex taking it over Nova 3-0.
All right, let's see this beautiful. This was the last one right here. Starts off with the first hit. And it looks like we're swapping lobbies, so we don't get to watch the rest of that, unfortunately. Our next match is going to be Immortal versus Jake, our second place and third places, quote unquote, for the Harmony tier division. Definitely going to be interesting to see how this comes out, because Jake was, if we're going based on how they placed in their own groups, Jake was the first place for Harmony tier, for Harmony Group 2, and Immortal was second place. So do you feel that that gives any credence to how this battle may come out there, Vila?
Well, it's a totally different animal, playing one-on-one against just one person and just jumping into a feeding frenzy. But Immortal's got the inflatable hammer. He's my pick in this.
All right, let's go ahead and see if that inflatable hammer will do justice. It does get the first hit as we see the overdrive activated for both sides right now. Immortal and Jake both losing their armor right now as we see Immortal trying to create some space right there. Ends up getting a hit onto Jake, but Immortal takes one in return, but will end up getting the kill onto Jake in the end, making it 1-0 in this 1v1.
I just want to know, can we try to get some live editing in here, some sound editing to make a little squeaky noise whenever Immortal lands a blow with the hammer? That would really drive it home.
All right, let's go ahead and see if we can make that happen. Immortal working their way up onto the statue, looking to see if they can get that first hit, but we'll get hit by Jake in return instead as we see them working their way into Immortal. As we chase them down with our cameras, Jake looking to get that pick. Immortal, the last one. Oh, and Jake will tie it up 1-1 in this 1v1.
Immortal almost turned it around, started running away, tail between his legs, and then quickly spun 180 and got Jake down to one hit.
It's all about that distance. Let's see if they can make it happen. They're working their way in already as Jake gets the first hit. Overdrive's activated as Immortal. Again, doing the run off to the side, looking to see if they can get that pick onto Jake as they take their health down. Immortal down to 1 hit, will get taken down by Jake. 1-2 in this 1v1.
Immortal has got to quit running. He's got to face it like a man.
Let's go ahead and see if they can make that happen. They got to get this win. And you have to say that they got their win by not running away the first time. So maybe the runs, maybe not the best form of attacking right now. As we see the stall going on right now between the two of them. Immortal gets hit first, activating the overdrive. Jake getting hit in return as Immortal running away. They're fighting on the side, looking to get it, and Jake will take it away. Both of our first place winners during the group battles will move on to the finals for the Harmony division.
Absolutely, and seeing that display, you got to think that Alex is going to have a very clear advantage going in. You know, Alex's game was just so one-sided, and you know, a little more competitive before Immortal decided to take the bravely run-away approach. And yeah, it's going to make for a very interesting and I think very aggressive Harmony Championship.
I agree with you there. Our next match is going to be Jet versus Kronos in the Discord tier. So let's go ahead and see how this battle will go on. Remember, Jet was actually the one that set the top score of all of our Torbjorn battles, 27 murders with that beautiful, beautiful repair hammer. Will Jet be able to continue their reign as we move into this 1v1? All right, the fight has begun as they move their way into the middle ground. We see Jet lagging a little bit behind as Kronos already ready to swing that hammer. They're looking to see who gets that first hit. It's going to be Kronos onto Jet as the overdrive activate. They both end up losing their armor incredibly quick. Kronos having 2 hits, Jet having 1. Looking to see if they can get it. Oh, but Kronos right between the legs ends up taking down Jet, making it 0-1 in this 1v1.
You got to credit Jet on that one, going up to the top, going out in style, trying to go for an Assassin's Creed-esque play, but Kronos is too accurate with the hammer swing. Takes him down.
That is true. Jet being first in the circle right now, throwing down the Torb sprays as we see Kronos doing the same with those upgrade plans, looking to see if they can upgrade their hammer, possibly. The overloads coming in one after the other. Jet taking the lead in this dance and will end up taking down Kronos, tying it up 1-1 in this 1v1.
Yeah, just comparing some artwork, you know, some friendly artwork comparison at the very beginning. 2 classy gentlemen going into this match, and Jet really just amping up the aggression on that one and taking the round.
All right. The spray's going down once again. Jet coming in with some Torb dancing. Always love me some Torb dancing, but we're stalling here, folks. Let's go. Oh, Ovila, you want to dance off?
I would love nothing more than a dance off.
I think I could agree with that. But
Kronos with an early lead.
Ooh, very early. Ends up getting 2 hits, taking down the armor. Kronos currently in the lead, only has to get 1 hit on Jet, but Jet bringing it back with a quick triple hit. Ends up taking down Kronos, taking the lead 2-1 in this 1v1.
Oh, and getting some extra hits in afterward onto the body. No respect from Jet. He says, I'm going to dance right in your face, and then I'm going to kill you, and then I'm going to swing a little more.
All right. Oh, man. It's the attack of the voice lines right now as they try to see if they can intimidate each other into that Torb battle right now. Jet trying to say, is it too hot for you? Kronos looking to get onto those meatballs, though, as they both lose the same amount of health. Kronos currently only at 1 hit, but so is Jet. Kronos taking it away there at the end, tying it up 2-2. It's a close one in this 1v1, folks.
Jet with a clear opportunity to move on to the finals, kind of chokes that one away. He had a 2-hit advantage going into that, and Kronos brings it back. And now it's going to come down to this final round here, Jack.
Let's see if they can make it happen. Sprays come down, but Jet is serious. Jet is ready to make this happen. Overdrive coming on for both as Jet trying to chase down Kronos. Does have an early lead. Does have quite a few hits onto Kronos and will be successful. Jet taking away this 1v1 in the semifinals. Will move on to the Discord tier final.
I do want to say, Jet is the only one who has confirmed that he did actually practice. Jet was taking this very seriously. Jet was for these several hours coming into this. I don't blame him. You know, you're on stream. You want to look good no matter what you're doing.
That is true, and that was that beautiful triple hit that we saw. Kronos almost dying there at the end, but still able to hold on. Oh my goodness, I have been missing out on hammer jokes in the chat. We gotta catch up. Hammer joke number 5. Why wasn't the hammer allowed to join the party of 7 other tools?
Why is that, Jack?
Because he was Tool 8. All right, our next joke, searching in the chat. Number 6, I went to MC Hammer's house the other day. It was rubbish. He wouldn't let me touch anything. And quickly, hammer joke number 7, what's the difference between a hammer and a nail? About a pound! As we head into this matchup, Discord semifinals number 2 between ZETSUBOU and FROSSI. Moving their way off of the statue already, looking to see if they can get that first hammer hit. FROSSI and ZETSUBOU going at it. ZETSUBOU will take the first hit, activating overdrive. FROSSI soon after taking down ZETSUBOU's armor, down to 1 hit, and FROSSI will take that in the end, 1-0 in this 1v1.
Pretty one-sided. FROSSI had control there the entire time. The only one we've seen so far with some, well, both of them, two very educated people here with some fantastic sportsmanship coming into this match so far.
Well, let's see if they continue to make it happen. ZETSUBOU activating the overdrive very quickly, but FROSSI, not soon enough, gets taken down by ZETSUBOU, tying it up 1-1 as we continue on with this 1v1. As we get close-ups of those beautiful googly eyes, I can't stand it. It's amazing what Overwatch has done this time around. Oh, ZETSUBOU calling out FROSSI. Just start hammering. All right, let's see if FROSSI will get that first hit, but no, it will be ZETSUBOU as they both activate overdrive. ZETSUBOU and FROSSI both losing their armor down to 1 hit. FROSSI taking down ZETSUBOU with the quickness, taking the lead 2-1. Will this be the final match? Will FROSSI be able to move on to the finals for the Discord division? Or will ZETSUBOU tie it up? Let's see if they can make it happen. They're dancing around the light pole, back to that Singing in the Rain rendition that they were doing earlier in the free-for-all. Going for the hit. ZETSUBOU ends up taking the first one as FROSSI now activating the overdrive after taking their first hit. ZETSUBOU will fall, and FROSSI will move on to the finals against Jet for the Discord tier pride.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if FROSSI is gonna stand a chance against the individual who has really prepared hard, really drilled themselves, making it their life mission to come in and dominate the Torb Hammer 1v1s.
That's true. Let's see this beautiful ZETSUBOU play of the game right here. Unfortunately, as I say always, play of the games do not mean win. It's just the way it is. You can get the biggest, fattest Graviton, Shatter, Barrage, Nano Blade, whatever, but even in Torb battles, it doesn't take it away at the end. Hammer joke number 8 as we prepare for the Transcendence semifinals. What sport do Asgardians practice for?
Would it be the Tour de France?
Le Tour de France. You are absolutely correct there, Vila. As we go ahead and move into the Transcendence tier, these are the big leagues, folks. ROKIT versus Sight. As ROKIT already calling out Sight for making a chicken out of a feather.
You know, I wish we could. Let's just cast this like, you know, a golf or, you know, a soccer game. Just coming in here. Excellent form coming out from ROKIT. The beautiful hammer swing right there on the site.
Oh, and that is going to be the first pick there from Sights, taking a very early lead as they are taking down ROKIT. It was absolutely beautiful form with that hammer swing right there, followed up by the second hammer swing that ended up getting ROKIT right in the face.
Absolutely surgical accuracy coming out from Sight thus far.
I am incredibly impressed as ROKIT already calling out for Sight to try their meatballs. Let's go ahead and see if they can make it happen now. As the overdrives now impact, we're going to see Sight again taking it away. ROKIT just not having the fuel to be able to take this match.
Absolutely not. This reminds me of an old boxing match from back.
I cannot do it anymore. We have to get that energy back. It's just not enough. Sight currently in the lead, 2-0. ROKIT has got to find that flame under that bottom as they go into crouch mode, looking to see if they can start it up. Overdrive coming in, looking to see if they can get those bits. Sight and ROKIT tied up, and Sight just absolutely dominating right here. ROKIT will move their way into the Transcendence tier final.
Absolutely. You know, these two just coming in like some old boxers from back in the day. Just an absolute slugfest going at it like two heavyweights. And Sight gets the second sweep that we've seen thus far, if I recall correctly.
That is true. Well, let's go ahead and see what the final matchup will have for us for Transcendence Tier 2 is going to be Legs versus Designer. All right, Handy Fap with hammer joke number 9. Get a load of this. I'll be upset if this turns out to be a shammer.
Also, now is a good opportunity to plug the charity event that we have going on for the stream, Rise Above the Disorder, which you can find them on social media at YouAreRad. Very great cause. If you have any, spare bucks lying around, you can throw it toward that. Also, a big shout out toward Cinnamon for a $50 donation. Thank you so much, and thank you everyone who has contributed thus far to the charity event.
Absolutely. As you can see in the chat, brought to you by Nightbot, Rise Above the Disorder pays for therapy and mental health resources for people that can't afford it. So be sure to use that link in the chat to be able to donate. Any amount will support these people in need of services. As someone that suffers from mental health issues myself, is definitely amazing to see groups like this supporting people in times of need, especially during times like this.
Absolutely. It's hard for everybody right now, but we have the perfect remedy, and it's some Torb hammer action.
No, and Designer taking a slam to the face as Legs ends up taking him out with that beautiful Torb hammer with 3 hits remaining on their health. They're going to go ahead and take an early lead, 1-0.
The squeaky hammer stays undefeated coming in, and now we're going to see if Designer can bounce back. Legs keeping up the BM coming in. Let's see if Designer's going to respond.
All right, they're going in for the hits. Designer taking 2 hits early before being able to activate the overdrive right now, but Legs running around looking to see if they can get that Assassin's Creed action. Almost, but Designer will end up constricting the legs, rather, as they go ahead and tie it up 1-1. Let's go ahead and see what this next round holds.
Yeah, Legs already once again coming in with that voice line spam. You love to see it. Designer coming in aggressive. Legs playing a little more pensively. The first blow has been traded.
And the overdrive's now active. Legs losing all armor already. At Designer now taking the lead with 2 hits remaining. 2-1 in this fight. And it looks like we got some major cheers for Legs in the chat right now.
Absolutely. We're coming in. Designer could put it away here.
Let's see if they can make it happen. Who will move on to the finals? Will Legs bring it back? Designer ends up taking the first hit. Legs falling incredibly low, activating the overdrive a little late right there, and will be successful regardless. Tying it up 2-2. Who will move on to fight against Sight?
It's all down to this, Jack. He was so close, just 1 hit away, but now it's going to be the final round, the tiebreaker.
This is it. Who will bring it away? Who will carry forth their team's glory into the finals, because as we know, this is the most important match of the season. Nothing
Absolutely.
else matters right now. Nothing else at all. Designer ends up taking the first hit. Legs following up, trying to get those picks up to Designer, but Designer getting the triple hit there at the end will claim that second spot in the Transcendence Tier Final.
It was so close. Legs had them dead to rights, and I only hope for these gentlemen that all the winners of this get their own roles in the Discord server. I'm going to be incredibly disappointed if these men don't.
All right, so now we're moving on to the finals. Harmony tier starting off first will be between Alex and Jake. And as we're waiting to get invited to that lobby, which is happening now, Handy Fap with Hammer Joke number 10. Today I bought a hammer. April Tools.
They have been. I wonder how many of these they actually knew. I guarantee all of these they looked up. You know,
probably.
Who has this many hammer jokes? Just
I'm just saying it's incredible, regardless. and I'm a little jealous because I'm typically known for all my dad jokes, and yet this being April Fool's and not being prepared, I'm a little ashamed of myself, to be honest. You could probably say I have a couple of screws loose, maybe. All right, we're in the finals now with the Harmony tier, Alex versus Jake, both of our first placers in the group battles. As the overload starts early for Alex, looking to see if they can get those early hits. Will be successful as Jake ends up activating overdrive a little late. Will get picked off by Alex with the remaining 3 hits left, 1-0.
You know, Alex has just been utterly dominant tonight in the Harmony tier, and you know, if things don't end up working out for Comets, if they don't end up winning the title, he can go into free agency, and he can always say he was fantastic in the Torb Hammer 1v1s. No one can take that away from him. They look great on the resume.
All right, Jake Ore getting hit first there in the Torb battle as overdrives are active. Alex coming out dominant. That practice does a body good. Now having 4 hits left. Looking in the chat, Sips T says, if Alex wins, I will donate $25. Let's go. I would love to see that. I hope you would donate regardless if Alex wins, but I mean, come on. Alex is showing to be an incredible dominant force right now, but ended up getting hit by Jake first as the overdrive got activated early. Oh! But Alex brings it back. Another 3-0 for Alex, claiming the victory for the Harmony tier. Alex will move on to the championship show match.
Yeah, a clean sweep throughout both rounds of the Harmony tournament. And, you know, last time we saw upsetting in the Widowmaker 1v1s look fantastic in their tier. When they went to the show match, they were, clearly getting shown up a little bit by the higher talent. But Alex, I think, is going to be very competitive going against our future champion.
I believe so. As we move on to the Discord tier, we have Jet versus FROSSI, and another joke from Handyfap. If Thor throws his hammer a long distance, does that make it a mule far?
Sure, why not?
Oh man,
that doesn't make sense now that I'm looking at it. But then again, I'm not a big Avengers guy.
You would definitely have to be an Avengers fan to get that, because his hammer is called
Mjolnir, right? Is the name of it?
Yeah. Beautiful. All right, Jet and FROSSI coming at it in the Discord tier finals. Let's see if they can make it happen. FROSSI ends up taking hits, but Jet in return as well. They activate the overdrive, looking to get the picks. Jet, with just barely life left, will get that final hit on the FROSSI, taking the early lead.
Yeah, Jet continuing the clutch performance here with the Torb Hammer moving into the second round. Let's see if we get some more great dance moves coming in. I would certainly hope so.
Oh, I do see some sprays coming out from FROSSI. It looks like they are frosty getting in here. We already see hits coming out on either side, but Jet Ore lost the armor from the overdrive. Will get taken down by FROSSI there in the end, tying it up 1-1 here in the Discord tier finals.
Yeah, Jet popped the overload first. Didn't really benefit him to move backward because his was going to wear off before FROSSI's. So we're playing into FROSSI's hands there as we move into round 3.
All right, let's see what they can make happen. Jet continuing to work it in there. Ends up getting a couple of hits on the FROSSI as the overdrives get activated a little late. FROSSI will end up taking the pick there in the end, though, taking the lead 2-1.
Yeah, Jet's been looking great since our time at FROSSI. Now starting to show him up a little bit. The first real contender we've seen.
Let's see if they can make it happen right now. All right, Jet calling out for the meatballs right now as the overdrives activate. Both armors are already gone. FROSSI will dethrone Jet there at the end, taking it away and moving on to the championship show match.
Yeah, someone finally comes in and upsets Jet. Fantastic display by FROSSI there. And we will see which representative from the Transcendence tier will join Alex and FROSSI in that show match.
That is true. That matchup is going to be between Sight and Designer. So it will be interesting to see how this will end up going down in our finals match until the champions then go into a free-for-all to decide who is truly the hammer that beats them all. Ha 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 ha.
I'm sure it killed in chat.
Oh, absolutely.
They haven't gotten there yet. We got about another 2 minutes, but...
well, actually, there is no delay right now. So oh, man. Handy Fap, I will get to that 12th joke here in a little bit. As we see now, Sight and Designer coming in, looking to see who's going to take this fight. As we go ahead and see the first hit coming on to Designer. Sight sitting at full health right now. Designer falling incredibly low, will get taken down by Sight there in the end as they take an early lead. Hammer joke number 12. Home Depot wouldn't let me buy a hammer today. They said it's online only and they'll mail it to me.
Also, we need to give a humongous shout out and thank you to Yapper with a $100 donation.
Woohoo!
Thank you so much. A Sight.
Beautiful, beautiful setup there from Sight. Able to get those picks very quickly. And now we're moving on to round number 3. Will Sight take it with a clean sweep? Coming back from, I believe it was 3rd place in the group match. Or will Designer bring it back? Designer falling incredibly low.
3-0.
And it looks like a 3-0 will go to Sight as they take the Transcendence Tier Finals and move on to the championship show match.
Yes, we have Alex, we have FROSSI, and now we have Sight joining the Elite 3 of the Tranquility community going into the show match. And now we will just be left to see who's going to win the highest honor that exists currently in the Tranquility community, and that is Torb Hammer 1v1 champion.
Yeah.
So I guess that won't be a 1v1 because there's 3, but you understand what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Hammer joke 13 as we prepare for our final match this evening. What happened when the Norse god dropped his hammer on his hand? He had a Thor thumb.
Please tell me we've gotten. Please tell me we've been able to mix in some drum rolls in there, and I forget what it's called. What they use. Please tell me we've been able to work that in there.
A rim shot. That's what it's called.
A rim shot. That's it.
Rim shot.
Please tell me we've been able to edit in some rim shots.
All right, here we go. The championship show match between FROSSI, Alex, and Sight. Go ahead, boost it up in the chat. Who do you all want to see take it away? Will Alex, representing the Harmony tier with all of the practice this evening, winning the free-for-all, taking away the 1v1s in a clean sweep? Will they take it away and represent Harmony? Or will FROSSI take it away for Discord? Or will Sight follow up and claim it for the Transcendence tier division? There can only be one. Who will have the hammer to raise above them all? As they go ahead and start it out, Same rules as before, I believe, but only 5 minutes on the clock this time.
Got the first standoff. It's between our Discord.
Oh boy, but you see Alex off to the side. You know Alex is ready for it. Coming in clutch. Here in the end, the overdrive's already activated, but Alex falling incredibly low, holding on to that overdrive, but Sight will get the first pick onto Alex, as well as FROSSI. That is going to be a double as Sight holding on to that lead for right now. Alex coming in furious with that overdrive, looking to see if they can pick off Sight, but Sight takes down Alex again, currently in the lead, with 3 points on the leaderboard, 4:20 on the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. Sight really been putting on a show so far. We had a Mexican standoff going off in the center, but now it seems like they're finally wanting to commit. We're seeing this jumping Alex, the bullying from the higher tier representative.
I agree, and I almost feel like everyone's focusing Alex for that specific reason. If you continue to see when Alex joins the battle, they just like, okay, we're gonna stop fighting each other and just focus Alex. Because we were watching, we know how tricky they are. We also want to give a sweet shout out to SipsT for that $25 donation that you said that you'd give in the chat. Thank you so much for supporting us. Sight taking down FROSSI, but Alex bringing it back, able to take down Sight with 3 minutes 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, Alex finally getting that goose egg off the board. And Sight is going to come in. It's all about the cleanup kills if you're playing right now. It depends on, if you really want to go for the wins and just take the cleanups, or if you really want to, have fun. Now we see somebody running off.
Yeah, Sight waiting for that overcharge to get back in. Alex will end up falling to FROSSI right there, but Sight might be able to get FROSSI. Yeah, they are. Will end up being successful right there, continuing to hold a strong lead, 7 points on the board with 3 minutes on the clock.
Sight getting the cleanup kill, then running away and letting him fight out. This is cowardly. This is cowardly play. I'm calling you out, Sight.
I mean, is it cowardly or is it strategic?
Cowardly. Through and through.
Very well. FROSSI does get the double kill right there. If you say so. We're seeing now FROSSI trying to stay out of the battle. Alex ends up getting taken down by FROSSI, though. In the end, Sight taking down Alex in return, holding on to that lead with 8 points right now. Let's see if they continue to hold on to that with 2 minutes 20 seconds on the clock. The fight coming back in as we see Sight running away, gets chased down by Alex. Can Alex get the double kill onto FROSSI as well as they fight it out here on the side? They got to get that pick before Sight gets back in there. Coming in with the overdrive, looking to see if they can get that additional pick. Will take down FROSSI, looking to follow up onto Alex as well, and will be successful. 10 points on the board with 2 minutes on the clock.
The hunter becomes the hunted. FROSSI just gunning for Alex so hard. Alex waits long enough to get that overload off, and Sight comes in, and they both just gang up on FROSSI right there.
They know what's going on right there. FROSSI takes down Sight as Alex takes down FROSSI. Now they're fighting their way back into the center. Alex versus FROSSI, but Sight with the hammer from behind ends up taking down Alex as FROSSI follows up onto Sight. Alex chasing down FROSSI once again, trying to get them on the statue as they leap on top of one another as a Torbjorn totem, if it will. Alex does take down FROSSI as Sight follows up onto Alex, continuing to hold the lead with 12 points.
Yeah, thus far it seems like there is some balance right now. We got the trans tier rep at number 1, Discord number 2, and Alex going at number 3. But Alex is closing that lead slowly but surely with a nice double on the both right there.
There you go, Alex, bringing it back with that double with 60 seconds left on the clock. They're now focusing in. Alex ends up falling to FROSSI as well as Sight, as FROSSI now closing that lead with Sight, seeing if they can get it in there. 45 seconds remaining. Alex looking to see if they can get that pick onto FROSSI. Sight will end up successfully getting it, and the follow-up onto Alex, holding that lead with 14 points and 30 seconds on the clock.
Oh, poor Alex. He had to kill dead to rights, and then Sight just came in and swooped it, and then took him out as well. And now we see a great number 1. Sight's going to come in for this cleanup kill and get it onto Alex.
There it is. Alex able to take down FROSSI right before. Can they at least swap into that second place spot? Sight holding on strong as FROSSI takes down Sight, looking to get that double onto Alex. Will they be successful? No! Alex will get the pick onto FROSSI as Sight running in with the overcharge, takes down Alex, holding the lead at 16 points. Sight will be our Torb 1v1 champion.
Yeah, FROSSI coming in second place with 12 kills to his name, and Alex coming in third with 9. So we do have an order, Trans, Discord, and then Harmony. So that is the way our tournament has gone. And I think it's safe to say, with all the hammer swings I've seen, this has been a truly once-in-a-lifetime experience. When I go down to sleep tonight, I'm going to close my eyes, and I am still going to see hammers being flung because of this experience tonight.
I can agree with you there. One final joke from HandyFap in the chat. Number 14, did you hear about the guy who vandalized a park bench with a hammer? It was an act of malice. All right,
not
folks,
quite.
that is...
Some approximate
It's beautiful, beautiful right there at the end. Thank you so much for joining us here at Overwatch Tranquility. It has been an amazing Torb 1v1 tournament. The schedule for the rest of the week is going to be incredible as well. Tomorrow evening, we have a 2v2 elimination going on at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Friday, we will have an admin staff Pugs for Charity coming in with a time yet to be announced. So be sure to hit that heart and punch that bell so you get notified every time that we are online, so you don't have to remember the times. That's what makes it so easy. You can find me at Captain_Jack87 on Twitter. Vila, where can we find you outside of OW Tranquility?
You can find me on Twitter at VilaOW, one word. And we also want to give one last shout out to Rise Above the Disorder for our charity event. One last good opportunity tonight to go ahead and get your donations in. We have quite a while to do this, so there is no rush, but thank you everyone once again. This has been the Overwatch Tranquility community, signing out.